We are here for the baccpaBrawl 140, and we got a Ky Kiske mirror. On the left over here, we got SauceQue, and on the right, we got Kaneda. Very important, SauceQue, last week's baccpaBrawl champion, had a phenomenal tournament run. I'm joined by the one and only Patriarch Panda.
What's up? How we doing, fellas? And what way to start? Sin Mirror becoming a little bit more calm in NA from what I've been seeing here. A bit randomly for sure, but of course you got Kaneda, you have SauceQue, two top class players, and it does appear that SauceQue already off to a good start here, putting Kaneda through the wall for that one-hit interaction. Did they press the same button? No, one that did delay 2H should be delay 2S. That's a pretty good play from SauceQue. And they've taken another massive lead yet again, baccpack. Oh my god. Yo, we got chomp combos. Yo, you see this?
Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm also going to see a big 2S into the counter hit. Baits out the burst as well. That RC forward easy combo. Hold 5D. Also hold this L. That will be SauceQue taking the first game.
Alright. Heading into the second match here, SauceQue already off with an amazing start. 1-0 looked pretty dominant in general. How many burst baits, how many DP baits did we see? It was ridiculous. But in terms of round momentum, it's kind of being passed about here, man. It's going left and right in terms of pressure, but good throw here from Kaneda, who does have the corner in lock.
Jumps in, gets FD'd away, but it's actually an FD into the DP, goes for the wake up invincible PRC, steals that turn, jumps up, goes for the empty low, able to send, who was that? SauceQue through the wall there with that nice little mix, the empty low. The mirrors are always a little rough for the commentator.
I feel that, bro.
I appreciate what we're doing here. Overhead ID back, excellent bait and switch there. Able to force the guess of a button there. Wake up super. Speaking of guess, you're gonna die is what's gonna happen there. Are you a fan of wake up super? Are you a wake up super Wendy?
Well, my character doesn't have those wake up DP supers, but you know he has the heavenly PRC, which is safer if you want to argue. So I'm a fan. I do feel like it's a good representation to go for, because you need to show your opponent I'm willing to use my invincible options to escape a bad scenario. Nice. Now what makes it interesting is that it's Sin doing wake up super, not wake up DP. So it makes you wonder, what are they a counter for? But SauceQue, going after your DPs, man. Those DPs are not safe, Kaneda. We're gonna have to chill on the engine a little bit. We can't be revving it so much.
Close slash into the 6H. Just give a little gap there, expecting once again Sin to represent that DP, and both players so far have represented that DP quite a bit. So you do have to go out of your way to respect it and call it out every once in a while. Walks back there. That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in this game.
No, I think that was a misinput, because
it
I'm pretty sure.
But still.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure run up 6p, if you do a quarter circle, that will make you eat your food. Starving young man, baccpack. Starving young man. You're gonna get punished for that. It's kind of takes you to the wall, bringing it back. But that was me eat. Yeah.
It goes crazy. That's new mix. Trust me.
Yeah. Next level here, stuff.
Finds a knockdown, and I love that. You see, they did the dash into the FD, baits it out, and actually baits out both bars if you want to be safe there. 2S gonna be a trade. Oh my God! RC forward. Are you gonna call it a double burst? That was disgusting. SauceQue on a tear, maintaining momentum from the last baccpaBrawl. On to game number 3, will SauceQue be able to close it out 3-0? Now, Kaneda, super strong player, so, I mean, it's going to be tough, but no doubt SauceQue's on a tear right now.
Yeah, but will Naruto make the comeback? That's all I've got to ask.
Well, if Boruto has anything to say about that, I'm going to suggest not.
You referenced the thing that nobody likes. That's crazy. Oh my god, 5H. Oh, into the throw. Very cheeky. Very cheeky from Kaneda. Taking a very important round early on. Of course, burst is not on the side of anyone. Maybe a wild assault for sure. Any stray normal can be converted into pressure from SauceQue's side, but Kaneda denying any form of offense. Has the corner pretty early on, and very little, a solid chunk of health, but great challenge with the far slash, allowing SauceQue to escape the corner, goes over the low and break shift through the wall. She's looking pretty dominant in this round, and a lot of resources to work with when they build up from that positive.
I wonder what that was actually there to be. Yeah, using the dive kick there. I don't know if you noticed, by the way, but we're doing a lot of wake up RPS shenanigans, because both players are now respecting the DP, and when people respect DP, you can now wake up and mash, and that's how we actually saw A big change of momentum just then. Jumps in, finds it, doesn't confirm it. His dash in for the throw is not going to be enough. Go! The low profile to win the scramble, and SauceQue is on set point.
That was Sundipper right there. You know, like an off-key version of like Under tskrBrians we're playing right there.
Yeah.
Maybe a kazoo variant, if you will. But yeah, still, that's the set point for SauceQue. Amazing situation for sure. And they're tying back up the health, which was not favored for them. But now, just like that, in a matter of a wall break, looks dominant. This could be their set right here. Could be a free sweep. Nice chunk on the ice cream. Does give you a bit of meter, but not a ton. In Kaneda, they got a nice confirm.
Yeah, Kaneda's got 2 whole bars to work with here. Going to use one for that super. Has that positive bonus once again, so we'll be building that burst very soon. Speaking of burst, it's gone here for SauceQue. Challenge out with the 2K 2D overhead blocked in the sky. Tap 5D blocked as well. Excellent defense there from Kaneda.
Yeah, and I like these approaches. We were staggering, but Kaneda blocks out, made a really good backdash read to call out the throw. Whiff punishes it on point. Of course, the Sin character, he's tanky at low health. Oh my god, right in the DP rip. Good bet to make for SauceQue here.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Holy defense. Sick. Ridiculous. Jumps in. He's gonna back up. Low profile once again. Same interaction we saw before.
Burst again.
Give up the burst. Now this time for the RC. Oh my god!
Point.
Just guessed! Oh my god, just guessed and accidentally finds the perfect timing. IB15.
Oh my god!
6B for the punish! Kaneda ready for it. Both players playing reactive in the scramble. Not something you see often, but certainly an amazing game there for Kaneda. On to game number 4, Farslash gonna whiff there, jumps over and finds the first gap of the DP. Backs up, oh my god, throws the 2 at the exact same time, the exact same space, and gonna be a bit of a trade there. Kaneda finds the hit, sending SauceQue through the wall into the super, finds positive bonus first once again. Now, so far we have seen Kaneda is the first usually to get these wall breaks, and that's a huge advantage. It's just SauceQue is really good at finding those comebacks.
Yeah, again, in terms of comebacks, Jesus Christ, this Kaneda fella is surely letting it rip, and they're going to be able to confirm well after the super.
Jesus Christ notoriously did come back. I see what you were doing there.
You know what?
Entendre.
That is the multi-layered jokes you get at the baccpaBrawl, not the insane lunacy in the in-between trust.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Those who know. Oh my god. Good confirm from Kaneda, of course. Gonna get that round. Good stuff. In terms of burst advantage, they both got it. That's gonna be a very equal round. But SauceQue, not letting it be too equal for too long, taking the burst, taking 30%, and just like that, we've kind of evened up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. God. In terms of resources, it's looking more even, but right now we're going to build a barrier for SauceQue, and now the resource difference is going to get even wider as positive bonus is secured. Tries to go for an immediate overhead, not going to happen there. Both players fishing, finds it with low, no RC confirmed. Oh my god, just the Anji mix up, not going to be enough. Whips and DP in the gap. SauceQue once again is on set point.
Yeah, once again, like you've said, we're on this situation where they can possibly close out. But Kaneda, comeback king. Who knows? Maybe they can make it happen. But in terms of this round, not looking too good. It's a little bit dire. They do have that burst advantage, but you're up against a bar meter, a very healthy Sin. It'll be hard to kind of chip away at that health. You need to get really good interactions. And that may be just it. That was a nice counter at close slash. Oh my god, these counter hits. You hear the loud thumping in the background, man. It's nasty.
2 bars to work with here. RC not going to need a range there. It goes to the ID back. Not going to work. Overhead. Block. Ready. Baited out. Nice little ID back there to call it that fuzzy throw. And YRC's in the gap. And that's a guaranteed YRC because the 6H.
DP?
2 hits. Hold back. Mashed out. IBFD.
IBFD's man.
IBFD again. Low. Oh, meshes out of the throw. And this could be it for the set. Overhead blocked. Low. Block.
Oh my god.
Expected the DP.
Oh
Matches
my
out.
god.
RC confirm. And we will be seeing a game 5 between these 2 Sins.
Heading into game 5, it looks like Kaneda may be the one to do it. Their comeback run is certainly on, but SauceQue still looking like a tall mountain that you gotta climb. Looking like an amazing player. Well, I don't know. I can see this going to. Oh, Jesus. I can see this going to the double Luigi backpack. It's looking $2 grand right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think the footsies have to be perfect if you're trading this often.
Oh yeah, yeah. I need a version of this set, but with like a really off-key like Kai's theme or something like that. I need to hear kazoos in this. This is beautiful.
No, we were talking about
nice
Naruto
over
earlier. We need the.
Me on my way to the filler episode. Oh my god, again! The big trade on the lows represents a bit that beat driver gets him with the Sun Dipper. Getting confirmed for a good chunk of health, but DP thrown right back at you. SauceQue on the offense goes for overhead, keeping it safe with the extension. But unfortunate, had to use so much of their resources here. They will not be seeing that for a while, and Kaneda gonna capitalize on that, send them through the wall, right at the lightning.
I'm loving how often we're seeing // get low profiled by the Scum Dipper. It's actually really interesting. Like, clearly that's a core part of the matchup because both players are representing 2S at that distance just for that, you know, option. And speaking of option, we got quite a nice one here. We got a double Luigi. Final game, final round between these two players. Both players are afraid to make the first move, both trying to play reactive. It's the // proactively that will connect first.
Yeah, it does appear that it looks like SauceQue's game plan is more take space than threaten the game plan. Whereas Kaneda is threatening these pokes, kind of like, I want you to play to me so I can capitalize. That's what we've been seeing a lot of, and that's a good burst to keep him out, but the bar advantage does not look good as SauceQue confirms into the Tyrant Rave. Ton of damage still. This could be one more interaction.
I love that frame trap we saw earlier. I don't know if you recognized it, but okay, I think you're dead. But no, never mind.
No.
Gonna be one more situation. 2K perfectly spaced out. Combos into the 6P and close it out with a special cancel. It'll be SauceQue continuing the reign from last week.
What's good, fellas? We're continuing into our next set. What we'll have a new player here on the Baiken. Udongein, hope I'm saying that right, up against Joe Brownie, a classic to be sure. Amazing Jacko player. So we're gonna get a new Baiken and a Jacko that's been here for many a tournament. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good one, baccpack.
Absolutely. Right now we have Joe Brownie repping the Jacko once again. They've been just doing phenomenally, really, with the Jacko over and over again. Every time it's a pleasure. And that's going to be a wake-up super. And it will connect. For a second, I thought it meant a hard baited out, but no, it's just a meaty. Tried to go for a safe jump, but it was mashed out. Parry comes out, going to be a bit of a trade there. Jumps over, IED back, finds the hit. And it's not going to kill, but it will force the burst out here from Joe Brownie.
Oh yeah, and this is actually a good situation out with the defensive minions. She's gotta go crazy. Gets the throw. I like that. Good play for sure. Just kind of going for the mental stack option. Represent it as soon as. Now it's in your opponent's head in those situations against minions. I like that. I like that.
Calls with the backdash there with the overhead. Plus frame secured once again. Jumps in. Ultra meaty there. So active. What an active jump in button, by the way. PRC4. Gotta be the low there. Holds it. Holds the low once again, jumps over, trades to the sky with a double JK, and picks it up down to the ground. And it's Baiken who's going to take the round with a perfect.
Also, how cool is that they're showing up? First match you get into, and then the first round they win, it's a perfect. That is how you cement a legacy in the baccpaBrawl. You look clean like that, right?
It's like it was foretold by the guilty gods. It was just destined to happen.
Also, I like how Baiken's hair in this skin looks like an apricot in terms of color. Like, I'm now realizing it. I didn't even say that right, did I?
What?
There's a challenge going on here. There's a challenge.
Your word is harder than mine, to be fair. Your word is harder than mine.
You gave me such a weird word, bro.
Okay. 5D to the wall, and that is it. Joe Brownie will take game number 1. On to game number 2, rounds are going to be a Rising JS. Both players going to whiff there. The shield does arrive, but it's not going to do anything as Baiken's able to weave through and find that hit. 2K, 2D. And Zip, it has the RC to extend and will do the same here with that Wild Assault. Plus frames again, same situation, but this time matched up with a 5H, which catches the jump from Baiken. And that was actually an overextension we saw earlier that was appropriately countered there by Jacko.
Yeah, and this actually... Yeah, and this is a pretty good corner situation. We're going to confirm that 2K2D into the super, letting it rock. A ton of damage, and you've got the corner still unlocked with a bar mirror. This is probably a more deadly scenario than putting him through the wall, if I'm honest. Oi, That's if they can capitalize, to be fair. Good YRC, far slash, 5H, confirms with wild assault, keeping the pressure going.
That's why I got hit.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I'm not holding that. Avoided. JS connects, no counter. Throws no bombo. Jumps in. 2K, 2D. Just keeps it safe. Backs off. 6P. Ready for the anti-air. Sets up 2 minions. How will Baiken respond? Tries to time the shield, but Baiken not going to fall for it. Ooh! That was excellent. Did you see Jacko send the minion up right when Baiken jumped? Forcing Baiken back into the corner, ultimately leading to this open up, and just parry to get out.
You know what that was? That was looked like an alley-oop, didn't it? Like the way they bumped it up. That was kind of cool. I'm a big fan for sure. You know, you've got to appreciate that about Jacko. There's a ton of high-level plays that just look so fun to do. Too bad it's not my style of character, that's for sure. It does appear that Udongein off to a pretty good start. Udon, I should just call him actually. Yeah, make it life easier. Going for a poke-based game, but it's not going to work against these minions as they're the defensive ones. Not going to die. Sends it out. Playing a kick the baby type game right now.
What now?
Don't kick the baby. That's a reference for all the South Park heads in chat, I suppose.
I thought it was a
nice.
Dead by Daylight reference, to be honest.
Damn.
There was this whole controversy. They had this. Well, anyway, we'll talk in between. But there we are. By a pixel, it will be Jacko taking the game.
Heading into the third game, keep in mind, Joe Brownie is up 2-0, looking pretty good with their Jacko, and of course Udon's. This is their first time making it into top 8 with the Baiken. So I don't know, man, I'm wishing them best of luck, but it just looks like Joe Brownie's game so far. Hopefully they're able to turn the tides. Maybe if a clean counter, that may happen.
Have you considered you could just take a bite out of Joe Brownie's gameplay? Thoughts?
We're not doing a word challenge. He just said that. He just said that.
And what's funny is it worked way better than whatever you said earlier.
Bro, like I was like, does it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, let's go. Let's do it.
I still don't know what you said. 2K, 2D, setting back into the corner with a super there.
I said whatever, man. I said whatever that came in mind. That's a good super. Not going to kill, of course, those guts. Kind of kicking in. Baiken, not a tanky character, but low health. A little harder to kill, for sure. That tenacity really kicks in. And so far goes for the super. Nothing to man. Nice. Oh, JD knocking out the sky. Good area gameplay from Joe Brownie. And this is looking like Joe Brownie's set so far. Like, one more round to go. Good set point. I don't know. The best of luck to Udon, of course. Best of luck.
Yeah, Joe Brownie, obviously the major advantage being on set point up 2-0. But you definitely cannot count out Udon. And until you're in the corner against Jacko. Okay, maybe I can count out Udon now. Rises up, going for the anti-parry pressure there by going for a rising clap. 5H just completely staggers into the 2K. Will you give it the burst? You won't! That's really risky not bursting there, because now Jacko has that positive bonus, and we know how deadly Jacko can be with meter.
Oh yeah, it could get super scary. Hit confirms could deal a ton of damage. Minions could be unkillable. Anything, honestly, when it comes to this character. Oh god.
But it's gonna work out anyways.
Do we represent burst at all? Do we feel confident that we can take this round?
Wait, hear me out.
YRC?
This is winnable. Oh. This is somehow winnable. Wait a minute. Wait, you have to give your burst. Like, you just... Oh my god, OTG is enough! And Joe Brownie finds a way out. Udon doesn't give up the burst and dies with it.
Heading into loser site, we're going to be having Scissors versus DB Xavi, the Ky versus the Anji, and of course Scissors, returning champion like they have been multiple times, coming from loser's side. So I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to go down, and it does appear DB Xavi's off to an amazing start.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to win that first neutral interaction, setting Scissors to the corner. Now they have a good opportunity here for some offense, and they recognize the immediate mistake, and so they IBFD someone on defense. Big combo here for Scissors, though, looking to get back into it. Far slash for the reset, not going to be close. 6P not going to be close enough either. RC, far slash, chase the backdash. And right now, the timing is really, really good here for DB Xavi. They're picking the buttons at the right times.
Yeah, so far just a lot of like well-placed neutral pokes. And not going to be able to break the wall, sadly, just due to the lack of juggle from the scenario. But we're just avoiding all of the Anji mix until we get caught by the throat. A classic, to be sure. That is how Anji opens you up. Oh my god. That's a greedy parry. Very, very greedy.
Oh my god, this completely avoids the DP by accident. No FD involved either. PRC. Double O. Into the fireball will be punished there.
Oh my god, went for the JP, looking out for the projectile, but JH jumping over the H projectile. And that first round backpack, that was like 60 seconds long.
Yeah, that was as long as the first 3 sets we played.
Welcome to Guilty Gear, as one famous song would say.
We need Oscar to have a card that pauses the timer. Thoughts? It would be so useless in 99.99%
It'd be so useless, bro.
But in that .001, I want you to know it would ruin my day. And that's why it should be in the game.
No, you should just have Axel time stop. Oh, YRC perfectly timed this game.
Oh my god.
But they messed up.
What a call out. What a call out there by Scissors. Going for the rising back throw. Close it out and takes game number 1.
Heading into the second match here, I thought you were going to take it away. Oh, wow.
Someone said apricot in chat, and I just lost. I lost full.
That's bad, bro. That's bad, bro. That's mean that. That's all I'm going to say, guys. You can't be giving me that type of word as a challenge, bro. I gave you 4 tones. Anyway, good pick up here. Goes for the full confirm with the super, and of course, Scissors should get a hard knockdown off of this. It lets him run the butterfly okay, but goes for a double jump to escape, and DB Xavi hitting your shins with that scum dipper, turning the tides.
I love the double jump out of the corner there, because a lot of people will not like respect the verticality of being in the corner, right? Obviously you want to keep someone trapped in the corner horizontally, but if you're not looking to anti-air, it can be really tough to actually lock down your opponent.
Oh yeah, and especially if you're a character like Anji, you don't really have a ton of tools that reach up there, besides something like 5H if you're close. Nice confirm on the kill, by the way. Or a 6P if you're close.
But Ko is pretty committal, is the issue.
It's pretty committal, yeah. It's a read tool, you know, it's not like a reactive tool. Unless the opponent is super air stalling, you're not reacting with that, yeah. That's for sure. But in terms of wall breaks, not seen a ton of them. Just been a lot of like neutral plays and confirming with the meter that we get besides that, and that's a good cool pickup. Unfortunately, no confirm. Yeah, it's cool as hell, but we need to get some confirms here, backpack. Oh,
yeah, give me a back throw here. Sets up the projectile with the plus frames. Going to keep the offense pretty honest there. Probably respecting that parry super. Nice bomba. Sets it up once again. Dash in for the tap 5D. Breaks the wall. And DB Xavi once again in a great position.
Yeah, but unfortunate. Couldn't throw the spin. They were a little short on that throw attempt. Gets the scum dipper. RCs to confirm the kill. Scissors does not bite with the burst, even though there was a good chance they can win that round. I respect it. Like, why are we gambling, right? We've got a good opportunity in this round, but in terms of this round start, might be a bit rough. Could be sent through the wall if they get opened up. But DB Xavi committing everything, gets the RC for the pickup, but burst off the table from Scissors. Takes a ton of damage. I'm not going to go through that wall.
Super jump into the knockdown here. Just going to jump around higher than a heron right now. And Ky eventually does find that hit. Dashes in. 5H going to whiff. Finds it with a little RC to connect. Ends with a DP. Can you close it off here? It's going to be tough. Andy's got a lot of guts. It will not be enough.
Yeah, does need one more tap to get the kill. Not going to be able to get it. Goes for the 2P, keeping it safe. DB Xavi going to take their first round, tying us 1-1.
Apricot.
Heading into game number 3 so far, it's pretty tight between these two. And these are two regulars of the baccpaBrawl, right? Two well-known players. They do very well in the brackets they take part in. And in this case, DB Xavi, they have an underdog try to defeat a tyrant like Scissors in my mind, right? Because Scissors, again, multi-time champion, kind of looking like the new Danny, in my opinion. Oi.
OTG, /meaty, doesn't respect it, so does get caught. Wake up super, baited. This is a great situation here for Scissors.
Oh!
Wait.
They taunted! They taunted!
Did we see that correctly?
They taunted!
Where'd he go? No, I'm kidding.
The disrespect. Bro went to Africa. Crazy. That was disrespectful. What the heck? That was Kaneda. I gotta agree, man. That was sick as hell. Oh my god, good DP. Goes for the pressure. Keeping it calm, keeping it cool, goes for Fujin, approaches with the projectile, baits the DP, and that's going to lead to a massive confirm from Scissors. Should be able to take it to the wall. I can't get over that, man. I can't get over that punish. That's too sick.
Yeah, that was nasty. Dash with a 5K, dash with a far slash. Nothing will connect just now. PRC finds the knockdown here. Is a great position for Scissors, who tries to overextend with the 5D but gets smashed out. 5K into the dash cancel. Fantastic tech. I don't even know how you were looking for that if you're DB Xavi.
Oh, not a situation that works. Very unfortunate as a big 6p counter hit. Decides to play safe, gonna get hit by a solid poke. Resets for the throw. RC for the kill. I like that play from Xavi. Oh, is the score a little messed up?
Yeah.
It says 0-1, is it no 1?
Yeah, it's like super messed up. It's not even winner's side. Don't blame me.
Is it actually broken?
No.
Is it broken? Is it broken? Is it broken?
No, I got it. Later.
Oh yeah. Anyway, onto. Good spin. Allowing them to play through. Friends of Fujin. A bit of a whiff situation. Gets to confirm with the projectile knockdown for the butterfly into the Heron. See what I did there?
That was my word, not yours.
Play along at home. As 2 bars to work with, Scissors decides to go for a JK, approaches with the charge Fujin. Fortunately, nothing comes of it. That's a good pickup of the low. Still has 2 bars to work with. Will we see a parry super? No! It's the burst! And Scissors can take that match stainless to 2-1. God damn, you learned immaculate.
On to game number 4, going to be a bit of a trade at round start. Tries to get really aggressive there with the Kara Fujin. 5p into the whip, try to meaty the close slash. Kind of very tiny echo on your part. Let me know.
Oh, okay, my bad. I like to blast my tunes, remember?
It's strange that I don't hear the tunes. So what I'm really thinking is you're blasting my voice. And
okay, I like to hear your booming voice. Okay, it makes me happy.
Love that. Well, turn it up then, dude. Let's might as well hear myself.
Okay, all right, cool.
Dash for the throw, and I was half expecting you to actually turn it up, so I heard myself twice.
I did, but I didn't play.
I
did. Okay, good pickup with the far slash. Decides to go for a full confirm. JK into the JD 2S to confirm that full combo. Beautiful style. And this is pretty good. You've broken through the wall. You're not on set point, but you do have positive bonus. And what a throw on the spin. Great reads from Xavi.
Dash. Just not afraid to just run forward and
do it again.
Throws there.
No!
Imagine if they did throw again, by the way, just winning another call out 3 in a row. First comes out.
Do it again.
No, don't do it again. Okay, they should have done it again. They should have done it again. Do it again now, actually. I knocked out. Do it again. 2S, avoided. Okay, you should be doing it again. Listen to Panda. He's a coach.
I play like a grappler. Of course I know when to parry the grab the parry character, you know what I mean, man? It's in my mind. That being said, I never do that as counterplay. Heading into the next round here, this is set point for Scissors. This is actually looking really good for her. If she can lock in, get the kill early on, deal with that burst, it's kind of all flying from here. But who knows how it goes, of course. Again, Xavi, still a threat in this bracket.
ID's out of the corner there, finds that hit, extends all the way from one side to the other. That was a really cool combo. Ko denies the jump. And that was an example of a reactive Ko, by the way, because you had that butterfly covering under you. PRC forward. Cross up. Gonna be a bit of a drop. Obviously not an amazing situation, but both players gonna have meter to stay safe here. Delays the JD, lands the button. JS connects, sending Anji to the corner. And we are going to game number 5.
Heading into game number 5 between these two, baccpack. This is looking like another screamer of a set going down to the final round possibly. So I've got to ask, what's your bets on? If you were to have money on this set, who's it on?
Well, I do have money on this set actually. I got a bookie here. I bet my mortgage on Scissors.
Damn, because they're more unlikely to win it, right? Because of like the higher odds. Whereas Xavi again a bit of an underdog into this set. You know what? That makes more sense. That does make more sense. Oh my god. Good tech in the throw. Good confirm. Uses the RC to look for a burst. I don't think Xavi's gonna bait at that point. Should just confirm for the kill. And now Xavi has an opportunity to bring it back, but it's still a straight hit away from Dev. Bar slash cutting your life away. And this could be it. Set point for Scissors.
Looking great here for my mortgage. 6B avoided. 5 getting avoided as well. Raw Fujin flips in. Fantastic mash out. No full conversion there, but continues to keep the foot on the pedal and stay aggressive. And right now it's working.
Oh, okay. Very, very nice. Send him for the wall. Ton of damage. Responding back. Decides to go for the own offense. For GR to stay in. What? Perfect for GR to play around that throw. Has 2 bars. Went for the throw. Scum Dipper RC. Easy as can be. Raided the lightning. And baccpack, we're getting it. Let them know what we got, my man.
Final game, final round. The double Luigi. Now, you know, I was going to double down on the choke. I'm not going to do that. Instead, it's going to be Scissors, who Bombo sending Ky to the corner. Trade, and the pickup! You're ready for it!
Oh, the trade!
Always ready for it is Scissors. Nice Bombo there in a great spot here, Butterfly, and there's the Heron. Knockdown, RC.
Nothing.
And right back here once again.
Oi, I like these Fuji arcs to beat the throw because we have seen Scissors use throw defensively, but that's a good escape to the corner. Went for the 2P, unfortunate drop, doesn't get anything in terms of okay, and just try and keep the pressure going, has to back up, play outside of their space and re-engage, but the neutral hop, the lazy man Xavi being represented from DB Xavi. No, we don't do it again.
Dash neutral hop, do it again. Do it again, right
here. Don't do it.
5D, avoidance, PRC. Waits for the landing, far slash, block, double block, into the JD, food truck connects to this guy, you immediately have to give him that burst, you would have
help
died!
is low!
Connects! Glow slash! Connection to the corner, the combo! Down to the 2P! And Scissors will take the set 3-2.
Heading into our next set of loser side, don't worry about the scoreboard, I'll be back, right? What's the worker that's working on it today? Jonathan's working on it. Nice English job. But we're getting into this next set here. It's between tskrBrian and Kensei, a battle of Ky and Zao. So it's going to be an exciting one. Of course, tskrBrian representing Zao has been stuck in with him for a while. So, you know, that's something that you've got to appreciate. Someone that's stuck with the low tier. Try and make them work. But again, up against Kensei, a god like Ky, next to names like Danny for sure. It's going to be tough to fight for sure. But
speaking of tough, I have a question for you. When was the last time we had a Zato that wasn't tskrBrian? Do you know?
I actually do, but I'm trying to remember their name.
Oh, you do know? I have no clue. I truly have no idea.
Maybe in another tournament, but there's been another Zato that's been ripping stuff up recently, and I'm trying to remember their name. Really good NA player from what I've been seeing.
Okay.
But in terms of this round,
you think Zato's making a comeback? Is it Zato's time?
Poncho, that's it. Thank you, Cryo. Yeah, Poncho. That was the name. Yeah, they were doing really well against like in brackets like 9 Moons. I think they took part in one of these before, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm trying to remember right now. But in terms of this, tskrBrian still putting in a good effort with Zato. We've taken a ton of help. Unfortunate that Kensei is not allowing for that kill.
Excellent.
Breaking the law. Gonna get caught and locked up for it. Heading to the penitentiary as Kensei goes up 1-0. That scoreboard will be back very soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't make promises you can't keep. On to game number 2, and it's going to be a far slash connection here, or actually a JS connection here for Kensei. And, my God, Kensei's so good at baiting out those fuzzy throws. Just dashes into the face of Zato and back dashes at the perfect timing. JS once again connects with that counter hit, sending Zato through the wall, securing that positive bonus. And Kensei catches the back dash as well. No, pick up in the combo. 2K, 2D. Backs off. Copy the 2S there. Just going to back off. Super through Eddie. Blocked in the sky. That means you're mad plus dashing for the 5D and was not ready for that immediate overhead.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. Sadly, you just got to guess well. And if you don't, well, that's your round gone. But tskrBrian, still confident, fights pretty well in the start of this set. Able to connect with some cheeky lows here and there. And goes for a side swap route that allows for a wall break. Super immaculate play from Brian here. But still got to play with low meter that slowly builds up. A good command grab, getting back all that Eddie gauge, getting back that meter. A very dominant scenario for Zao. He doesn't get too many of them, but this is one of them for sure until they burst the Eddie. That's a shame.
Oh! That was from so far away. Baited once again. Just over and over. Kensei is looking to bait out the fuzzy throw.
Oh, the RC.
Yeah. I love the use of the RC forward there, and it has to be a red RC for that to work, by the way.
Oh yeah, because it hits.
Yep, it has a hitbox. Far slash, perfectly spaced, finds the hit, RC extension, and that is the round. Kensei going to take game number 2.
Heading into the next match here, of course, Kensei is up 2-0. This is the one time where we'll remember the scores for sure. And so far, we're doing a good job there.
Out of necessity.
We're on point.
We have a bit of an outage here in the service provider of the scoreboard. Pretty unfortunate. But we're going to make it work, as Panda's really good at memorizing numbers. He actually can count all the way up to 12 these days.
Actually, you're highballing me. It's 10.
Okay.
Oh,
we're reaching double digits, though. Like, we've actually...
Yeah, no, I'm proud of that. I got there last year, but I've been hard stuck in 11. I can't get there.
I feel that.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was a nice 5H counter. Able to confirm tskrBrian could be on the comeback after taking that round. But of course, Kensei is still up to... It's still a pretty good situation for sure, meaning that could be dominant, especially if Eddie gone. You need played well with that deflect. That's an unfortunate drop for sure, but just brings it back. Dude,
just finds it again, and this one's even better, and that right there is some extra damage.
Oh yeah,
that's all it was, just a little extra damage. Bit of a reset.
For sure. Oh my god, where are these IBFs? You seen this?
Yeah, I know.
This is some illegal action.
So good. That offense would have lasted so much longer without those IBFDs.
Oh, aye, good tech.
I don't know how people do these, especially when there's no like, when it's not just from a block string. You know what I mean? Like they're just ready for it.
I remember you telling me it was easy.
Well, that's because it is when I do it. I'm saying, how are these people doing it? They're not me.
Like, if I did it on pad, you would glaze me, bro. For real.
I absolutely would not.
You wouldn't glaze me?
No.
Oh my god, that is an almost max risk counter. That could have been dire, but they were looking for burst, which is not a bad play in that scenario. Of course, they're willing. Oh my god.
Wow, tried to go for the aerial throw, but the immediate gold burst actually stopped that. What's interesting about that gold burst is like it's kind of a risky play. You're above the opponent, like you will absolutely get punished if they just down back there.
Oh my god. Yeah, and this is actually pretty good for Brian. They've turned it around from a set point scenario. Keep in mind, low health character, Kensei could have got a ton of damage from that scenario. They've turned it around and made that a good one for sure. Even getting the burst here, Kensei just has to naturally defend well, and if he doesn't, gets opened up for a kill. Cheeky low, but again, the low confirmed. Eddie's not there. This is all the damage he's going to be doing off of 2K20. Eddie's not there. He's going to get like 2%. It's crazy.
Eddie's back though. Back in action. Well, Eddie is no longer back. Eddie's actually gone.
I'd win. That's crazy.
Ooh, super jump. Trying to fly away, but there's no escape. Okay, does land it. Dude, Eddie, please. Eddie needs like an HP bar or something.
Eddie comes back. Eddie comes back. I didn't hear no bell, Eddie, but Brian. What a match.
There we go. Kensei gonna take it 3-0.
Heading into the fourth match here, apparently you want to explain that it was a joke that Kensei won for you.
That was a joke.
That's kind of disrespectful. Like, you think Kensei's a joke?
That's not what I said. It's actually my dark, twisted mind that made that joke.
I was a disrespectful one, bro. That's crazy. It's actually crazy. Oh my god, SauceQue. But in terms of this match, it's been a lot of good back and forth, but we gotta note how good Kensei is at just checking Eddie.
The only back and forth I'm seeing is Eddie going on and off the screen immediately.
He just comes back like, I didn't even know better. Oh, big confirm. Into the 2H, gets the full wall break, but of course no meter for that hard knockdown. But in terms of one-tap scenarios, Kensei certainly has it. Could even go for a dragon and stuff if he wants to be hype about it.
Space here. Are you going to time it? Yeah, just tops at the perfect timing and punishes, and Kensei is on set point for the second time apparently.
The lazy man shimmy backpack. Gotta love it.
It works.
Oh, nice. Keeping them locked in. Unfortunate Frog couldn't do nothing, and Eddie's gone, and your health is depleting. You gotta escape the scenario, because this is brutal. There's not a ton that you can do about it. Good jab to escape. Goes for the wild assault to reset the pressure. Baits the DP. We have those.
I don't know how you're safe there, but we'll take it. Resetting him with the Eddie. Oh, perfectly safe. Wow, turning in the oppose at the perfect time. 8 the hit of the DP, and it finds the free punish. Kensei trapped in the corner. Caught the throw. RC.
The bait. Oh, you can't bait now. That's the shark. Here it comes with the chomp. Breaking it through the wall. Don't you.
Don't you.
This is still set point, though. Still set point.
Backdash. We've been talking about this. Kensei with the shimmies too clean with it, and that's 50% gone here for tskrBrian.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I wouldn't want to approach. If I am the Zato in this matchup, I would not be approached. I would just be avoiding. I'd be scared, bro. I'll be so real with you. But in terms of this, they're good again the domination, but of course hits the Eddie on the frog. It was a delicate trade, had to give up burst, but Eddie, we're still waiting on the fella. There he is. He's frogging in and went for the command grab. Very unfortunate that they couldn't get none.
Frogging in and frogging out. I mean, Fire slash avoided. Just super jumping around, stalling out for time. It happens perfect timing, but the close slash avoided by a backdash. Caught by the 5T, no burst inside. That should be it. And Kensei gonna take it 3-1. And we've got Scissors versus Udon, who I have on the wrong sides, but we're fine. The scoreboard is back thanks to me. You're welcome. It's back.
I thought, wait, was Jonathan fired?
Jonathan will not be back, is what I will say about that. Dash in for the throw, gonna be a bit of a tech there. Knockdown, dash in, throws, baits out that parry, dash in again, back dash, PRC, parry, oh, just press the parry again, it's gonna work out.
I'm sorry.
Jumps over, JP, back throw, punish, RC, death. What's up?
Bro, I'm absolutely loving chat right now. They're looking at a set and they're just like, domestic. Oh my god, what is XP? Yeah, if you don't know these two, maybe lovers, who knows, in the story. Like, you know, you never know.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant. I'm like, what? I'm like,
well, it's kind of like if Saul and Jacko were fighting,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I got you now. Okay.
Like, one takes the minions.
A word, like, because we were taking words from chat, you know?
Damn, bro is so cooked. Oh, good tech. Oh!
Ouch.
They waited! Oh, good jump in. Good bait, yeah, again. Scissors, you cannot be letting these parries rip. Udon's gonna punish you for it.
You know what else Udon's gonna do? Wild assault into an overhead, into a second overhead, and Scissors is just gonna block it all over and over again. RC stays in 6H plus frames.
Look at the
with
rest.
The 5P. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, gets hit, but has that burst to stay safe. Not gonna take a lot of damage. ID's the perfect distance, finds the close slash punish, and Scissors will take game number 1. On to game number 2, rounds are gonna be the 5K. Avoid it. And not going to avoid that low, though. Sends out the butterfly, sends out the heron, avoid it again. Far slash finds the counter hit, jumps over, spins through, denies the Kabari. Extension with the code JD to send Baiken back, maximizing the amount of space taken. Now that you're trapped in the corner, Anji will finally have his opportunity for some real good offense. Dash him with the 6P.
Oh, good thrashing.
Why are you making fun of my vocabulary?
Your lexicon? I apologize, but I'm above such peons.
Absolute bait there.
That was a good bit. Oh my god, I cannot. I understand you should always have fun, mix in some goofy words and all that, but then when I hear like dorks talking, I'm like, oh damn, bro, talking about. Whoa! What parry super? Talking about like algebra and all that, like, bro, come on, let's get.
Y equals mx plus b.
Yes.
The Pythagorean zero. Yeah.
The OG equal me.
The what?
The OG equal me.
The OG equal me? I don't know what you mean by that.
You don't know what an OG is?
What do you mean equal
You're
me?
American.
Equals 3?
No, I'm saying equal me, like I'm epic and cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were using the actual equal sign there. Okay.
Yeah, bro was thinking way too hard, man. That's crazy.
I thought it was a limerick. A haiku, if you will.
Yes, that's not haiku.
Yeah, well, I could make it one.
Oh my god, good pick up.
757, Panda, 757.
Ooh,
drops! Dash for the throw, just does it again, and Scissors will take game number 2 as well.
Heading into the next match, it's been looking pretty good for Scissors here. Unfortunate for Udon, they've been going up against 2 previous time champions that definitely stand out so well in the baccpaBrawl. You know, Scissors, Joe Brownie, and you know, they've been taking them to scary points. So I'm a believer in Udon. I believe they can take a few games, maybe even a set of Scissors, if they can keep that pressure up. Unfortunately, man, Scissors is just too hard to keep a read on.
Yeah, Udon is certainly having pretty good sets with some of the best the baccpaBrawl has to offer. And so far, they just really haven't been able to convert those games. And, you know, that's what it takes. And I know it's difficult, but you got to turn them into W somehow, some way. That's what makes them so good, right? The player like Scissors.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, SauceQue knocks you down, brings you back down to the earth. And Udon, unfortunately, up against set point right now, as Scissors is looking to knock them out. But the burst is pretty equal for both sides right now, so we're going into this round with a bit of equal resources. Had to think for a second there, for the word resources makes you think maybe I'm cooked. Oh, throw in the parry, good stuff. Went for same side overhead, gets the full confirm, but burst to beat the super.
Yeah, perfect
time. Is this a good
burst.
burst from Scissors, though?
Well, it was certainly perfectly timed, as Baiken's going to lose that meter. However, you're going to have to convert the round into a W for it to actually be worth it. And seeing as how you got hit by the wake up overhead, probably not a great burst.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that definitely works against Scissors. They can have this moment of like, I believe in this round, and then sometimes it's not the play for sure. Oh, good throw. 5H, OTG goes for the butterfly into the heron. Having fun with that one now. Oh,
I
nice,
just want you,
far
every
slash.
time we say heron, I want you to think of apricot, which is your word.
Shut up, bro.
Close slash pick up, and that is death.
It's not death. You didn't call it.
Yeah, that is
you
in
suck.
fact Caster's curse. We saw a rare scissors drop. Stays in. Plus frames. Close slash. Stagger. Kabari. Far slash. And right now, scissors the frame challenge. Finds it with the throw. This would be an amazing pixel comeback.
It can be, but again, the thing that's scary about it is that a chip out is in the works. You can get hit by any special move and just like Udon is dead, but never mind, this is actually looking really good. It's completely doable. This doesn't kill, but you have to account for meter. That bar is there for sure. There's the YRC. Now you need FD. If you do not FD, you're dead!
You know, you called it. You knew it would come down to the chip damage, and that's exactly what happened. Scissors will take it 3-0.
Heading into the next set, and it is a battle between father and son in terms of characters. And it's going to be obviously Ky versus Sin, Kensei versus Kaneda as we head into our last set of losers top 6. Gonna be an exciting one for sure. I can see this one going down to the wire, and I've got to ask baccpack, who's your money on?
The Wire Season 2 is my favorite. Yeah.
What? Huh?
My favorite is The Wire Season 2.
What's the Wire Season 2?
Excellent character dynamics in that one, yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm a fan.
Okay. I've never seen it. Would you recommend it?
You finished The Sopranos?
No.
Then no.
Oh, okay.
We got a wall break here. Dash is
What if I did finish The Sopranos?
then perhaps. Then I'd say, have you seen Breaking Bad? Oh! Super! To the corner.
Oh my god. Goes for a 2S, Wild Assault. Health is low, but that's a counter at 6k for the comeback. Kaneda locked in for that super. And you know what? It's not appreciated enough. Can we talk about how good we are at comms so we can be goofy and just lock in for a good moment? I'm just saying.
I don't know, we're pretty ass, to be fair.
You know what? You may be right. One's in chat for ass.
But two's in chat if we got ass.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Nice. Health is low.
2P challenge, 5D, RC forward, and that is a dead Kiske.
Yeah, Kaneda gonna go up 1-0, looking immaculate. Heading into the second match, that's disrespectful, baccpack. How could you say that about me? That's shocking, that. You guys will never know, but he just said some absurd stuff, and I think I should phone the police, but I'm not 100% sure. But Kaneda... Oh, right, Scottish term for phoning the police, it's the police.
Oh, when I hear phone the polls, I'm thinking you're gonna vote.
No. Police.
Oh, police. Ah, you see it. Yeah, it's a word, of course.
Yeah, well, it is.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. Avoid it. JS.
Oh.
Not avoided. We'll get caught. Dashing with a close slash, into the twist, dashing again, and 5P ready for the anti-air. Burst perfectly timed, putting Kensei into the corner, and catch the back dash as well, so we're going to get a lot of extra damage here for Kaneda.
Aye, so far a good chunk for sure. And in terms of burst, Kaneda doesn't have a lot to work with, but that bar meter with the stamina is truly deadly. You gotta be careful when working against him, but has a good jump in, has the counter confirm right at the lightning. Gonna break him through the wall. Immaculate confirm from Kensei, and that just lets you kind of like restack meter. It's like it never disappeared.
Ky close slash hits from so far away. Did you see it catch that backdash there?
That was gross.
That was like actually disgusting.
Oh my god. It may be one of the close slashes, because the amount of times we've seen Kensei and Danny use it like an anti-air is insane. Oh my god. Full confirm here for the wall break, going for the super tyrant barrel, got that just frame timing. You can tell because of the way it pauses. It looks immaculate. Now Kaneda looking to continue their run, gets the overhead. Nice delay into the 2P. Beat the backdash. Not going to be enough to kill, but you do have a 50-54 game.
Flecked it away. Ideen just looking for that final hit, but will you find it? Jay's in the sky. No pickup. The RC forward 2K. Just trying to bait out a DP because I think that's where you're going to get the most damage, but in your efforts to bait out the DP, Sin just presses a button, finds it with a 2K, and takes the game. On to game number...
I apologize, but go on. You got
game
this.
Number... I'm kidding. All right, we're gonna dash in here, finds it with a DP.
You know what's funny about that? So we're both trying our best not to laugh. I just know it. That's the messed up part.
And it's me failing at it.
Oh my god, good pickup.
Through the wall, big damage. And with this positive bonus, Kaneda's one step closer. And I'm not talking Linkin Park, but you are one step closer to taking this set. Avoid it, blocking the ground, RC forward, far slash IBFD, or just regular FD there, stay close. RC off the pickup, and you know, I think you're still in this set if you're Kensei.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good in general, but because you weren't able to capitalize to get another wall break, oh, never mind. That was a nice confirm from that far-reaching normal. Because the wall was in play, you got a combo. That was just very well placed from Kensei. Because in terms of that round in that situation, that is a total kind of the win. You've got a bar, you've got easy Sun Dipper, you've got some really good kittens. It's kind of mad that happened, lad. Just really good poking. Oi, JS. Going back and forth with the big pokes. Gets a 2K2D.
That doesn't work, I'll try ID. DP in the gap. Dash in, far slash.
Dude,
the back dash, but not going to be close enough. Far slash for the punish. And of course there's a counter because it ended on the DP, RC up. And it's a safe jump. How do you know about a safe jump setup there? That was like so niche. And it just happened to be safe, or maybe you knew, I'm not sure. But what we do see here, the rising JD, far slash avoided trade once again, like Panda and I at the start of the set. Close slash to the wall. And that is it. Kensei will get on the board.
Heading into game number 4 here, Kaneda again still got the lead, but Kensei reminding him, I won't say that actually because that would be a little weird honestly, but good throw. You know, because of the matchup, father and son, I was gonna say like reminding them who's, you know, yeah, but like, and I'm all like, that's not me. That's not me. That's a
I think you made a bigger deal by explaining it for 10 seconds, but I got you.
You may be right.
I think this conversation has gone into danger time, Panda.
Danger?
Danger time.
I love danger from XR. Favorite mechanic. But in terms of health, this is actually pretty dangerous for both of them. It's pretty neck and neck, and it is a pretty nasty situation because it is one more hit for a kill. And Kensei, with the Stun Dipper, representing it as always. Did a very good job there. And in terms of going into the next round, you got burst advantage. It's looking good for the Battle of the Blades so far. God damn. Oh, that's not a blade. It's a flag.
It is in fact a flagpole, but you know what?
Can you cut with a flagpole?
Can you cut like a?
Yeah, like slash. Yeah.
Can I cut bread with a flagpole? Is that your question?
Do you think you could?
I mean, if you practiced hard enough, I don't see why not.
What an odd conversation. I apologize.
You're the one leading it this way. I said
I apologize. I said I apologize. Anyway, good RC. Whoa!
That was strange.
That was very strange. A very strange setup. I wanted to do that, but I stopped myself. Oh my god. Good hit confirm here. Into the full follow-up with the charge 5D, but unfortunately not going to be able to get anything because that is a confirmed burst scenario. Kensei going to get caught by a counter it. Allow Kaneda fully confirmed, gets a trump, and that does give him a bar. That is an item usage that actually came into play. That gave him a bar to threaten, but Kensei not giving a damn, keeping you in check as we go to our final game, tied 2-2.
Game number 5, going to be a 5P for the anti-air there into the DP. On the convert, oh, never mind, it wasn't an end. We actually have a full-on combo, sending Ky through the wall. Now on the reset, we're going to see a dash at 2K, and from that counter, they're going to dash it for more plus frames. And from the ID, they're going to find that hit, and Kaneda gives up the burst. Knockdown, burst. We're going back for back burst. And with the bar advantage, I think Kaneda is going to get something done here.
Yeah, probably a spectator issue we just got there, so no biggie, because these players are still playing with it, still looking confident. But Kaneda giving up so much resources, this is going to work against them. I don't care if you have positive bonus, you have no stamina, you have no burst. This is dire. This is dire, and Kensei's going to take full advantage. Dragon Instinct! Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Send him for the wall. We're retting the power rep. I love it.
The first one for today.
And it's a win. It's a W. It's a W, chat. In game 5, we're getting Dragon installed to W. This is great. This is what I'm talking about. But now it's set point for Kensei going down to it. To the wire. What are you going to say?
Kaneda was up 2-0. They were on set point twice before we got to this point. And all of a sudden, Kensei has an opportunity to complete the reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, it's also looking really good in this round as well.
Oh my god.
I don't think a double Luigi happens here unless Kaneda is able to get a counter hit. But no, that's unfortunate. Got opened up. This isn't going to kill. You're in a one-top scenario, backpack. This is scary.
Dash and DP. That's the play. Just do it. Trust me.
No, that's a psychopath play. That's a psychopath play.
No!
Oh, it would have worked. Unfortunately, Kaneda can take us to a game, well, a double Luigi scenario, and Kensei capitalizes. But we did see Dragon installed to W. Immaculate set. Okay. Heading into winners finals, we're going to have a set between SauceQue, who's been looking dominant on their Sin, up against Joe Brownie on their Jacko. And the chat's dubbed them Joseph Brown, which I find very funny. It's very formal for their overall goofy nature. I'm a big fan. Big fan.
That's just a first and last name, Panda. There's nothing goofy about that.
Well, no, I'm saying that's a serious name, but they're a goofy name with Joe Brownie, right? You know what I mean? Like they're trying to give them a bit of class, a bit of formalness to them. You see what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
Dash in, close slash into the 6K, staggers with that 2K
swap the names.
to the overhead. You're killing the vibe,
Nice.
Panda. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, he's killing their spine. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're right. This is actually winners finals. I don't know why it says top 6 losers. I'm gonna fix that right now.
Thank you, Scissors.
Thank you. Panda, you can cast now.
Oh, sorry. I was like enjoying the vibe, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, haha, get screwed back by it. It's fun. It's great. Oh, great DP. Goes for the throat. I like that. Represent the meaty throat. It's good to represent some good mental stack options. But we're going to go for the beak driver, but of course, you can't get a confirm without stamina. Well, burst overall will put him in a dire state where he can't really approach as much. And Joe Brownie's going to take advantage of that. Nice 2D into the RC lean, a full pick up, a burst off the table. Doesn't want to get caught by anything. What a parry on the area. We're at 5p for the air anti-air. Oh my god, back and forth interactions.
Right now we got Joe Brownie just looking to catch something with the minions. They're sending them out right now, and they're trying to manually time these shields. And so far they haven't really found connections, but they have found a lot of opportunities for offense. And very often, not often enough though, apparently. Sin, DP's out, 2K pickup, to the wall, and that is a dead Jacko. On to game number 2, and speaking of 2, this is SauceQue's opportunity to two-peat the baccpaBrawl. It's been a while since we've had someone win back-to-back. And they're looking to make it happen, but Joe Brownie not going to make it easy. This is someone that is coming off a win themselves. The last time they entered, they had a phenomenal run. I'm not sure if you remember, a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, actually, I do remember SauceQue's run. They were immaculate, but do you remember Joe Brownie's run though?
I was just talking about Joe Brownie, by the way.
Were you? I thought you said SauceQue. Bro, I'm so cooked. I got distracted with how...
Buddy, you are well done.
No, I got distracted by like how much I like holding McDonald's cups. I was like, God, this feels great.
What? This is like, why we're not an Evo main stage, by the way.
Bro, I need a compilation of just this as a video.
Panda and I with our fidget toys and Evo Grand Finals.
So while I'm spinning this, I've got to say, what a set, am I right, backpack? And then it's looking over him, and then all you hear is boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like the Subway Surfers tune, are we well aware? Are we well aware?
I don't know what Subway Surfers is. Never heard of it in my life.
I better hear that app start up, otherwise this is a dead joke.
I'm playing it straight.
Oh, fair. Nice, good pickup. Goes for the minion pressure, decides to keep it locked in the center. I like that little dash representing they might go for a throw, expecting the backdash, but SauceQue doesn't bite for the bait and is able to capitalize from that scenario. Beautiful stuff.
5K into the overhead, was not ready. RC for the pickup. To the wall, death.
Yeah, pretty good Tyrant Rave. So far, SauceQue is confirming these really good neutral pokes into just like high damage, high reward type stuff. It's kind of scary to play against this Jacko, where the only main neutral thing that you can contest with in those ranges is like a minion or like a 2D.
It's going to be really tough to come back from. You do have that burst, and you no longer have it. That is, in fact, a dead Ky Kiske. We're all tied up 1-1. On to game number 3, round start. It's going to be Jacko that gets started, perfectly timing the shield there to deny Ky Kiske's aggression. 6H, just keeping it tight there. Brownie not going to fall for any of it. Dashes in for the throw. Close slash will connect immediately, gives up that burst. You do not want to hold that damage, and you absolutely do not want to give Sin positive bonus from the wall break.
That's a very good counter hit on the jump in, and I had to hold back my laughter when I saw in chat. That's all I'm going to say. Nice. Goes for the approach, far slash into the beak driver, keeping the pressure going, went for the overhead RC, keeping the stagger pressure going. But no, able to pull back after the YRC. Hopefully Brownie's able to fight out the corner. They're able to do so with the cross-up jump. Unfortunate, not able to get a ton of reward, but this minion surely doing bits and allowing them to overextend. And so far we're going everywhere on the screen, but SauceQue gonna be taking that round off of a clean counter hit and air, getting the counter, getting the kill. Could be SauceQue's game if they keep it up.
Right now it's anybody's game though. We're all tied up 1-1. I know we got a round advantage here for SauceQue, but I've not lost faith in Brownie. Brownie, phenomenal player.
We love Brownie.
Joseph Brown.
Apologize.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a massive counter hit. Ugh. Do not get counter hit by 5H. That will just lead to raw damage. He will hit you with those Ky confirms. What a throw. Again, represent the metal stack. Absolutely immaculate. SauceQue up 2-1.
Anyways, here we are in the game number 4. And round start once again, Brownie is dominating the neutral with the minion usage. Oh my god, that was... You see the spacing on that? That was crazy. The dashing with the Baiken was like actually perfect.
Yeah, I mean, these players, man, they just have so much great understanding against each other. And as of recently, I don't know why, against these two characters specifically, my mind is lost. I get so lost fighting them, and they're just so comfortable fighting each other. It's kind of mad. Close slash, 5H. Oh, goes for the throw, well teched, keeping the pressure going after that area. Gets the low counter at Scum Dipper, fully confirms, not gonna...
Not gonna what, Panda? Not gonna
live. Not gonna live.
Oh, that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
You were gonna say not gonna live.
I was gonna say not gonna kill.
Oh, interesting. Dashing with the 5H. Big pickup, and you are holding quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that is a great starter here for Jacko. Hold it!
I'm still shocked that killed. I'm sorry, my brain ain't there. Jesus. Alright, nice jump in with the JH. Philly confirms it, has the wall, has the delay, went for the 2K, confirmed the overhead, letting the super rip, dealing so much damage. SauceQue, again, in a good run here. This is set point, you need to keep that in mind. And Brownie is refusing to die, has the spirit of a champion, wants to keep going. Oh no! Oh, that's greedy. Letting the rest of the ride of the lightning rip, going straight for the big explosion to call it any match. Great DP to escape. This is still set point scenario. Do not get hit, Brownie. It can lead to your death.
DP will connect. Just delays into the dash up throw, and the timing is too confusing. SauceQue will take the set 3-1.
Hey!
Here we are in loser semifinals. It's Kaneda versus Scissors.
I apologize for letting
you ruined my bit, dude. I'm upset.
I apologize. I wish I knew the words. The only part I know is it's tricky. I'll say that much. Anyway, at the loser semis, we do have Kensei versus Scissors. That says Kaneda. Well, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Reported the score.
Oh. Okay, I see. Okay. So a little bit of a mishap here, thanks to Panda's lack of due diligence.
Yeah, this one's on me.
We're good. We're set. We're fine. And Kensei is looking fine as well, as they're about to take the first round, really. Scissors trying to battle back into it, but very low on the HP. Use the 2D to low profile. Does find the hit, not out of it just yet.
Oh, DP to escape. Beautiful play from Kensei. Not holding any of that fusion. Fusion? No. Jun? Ha! Oh, you didn't do it?
I didn't do it. I didn't think we were going to match the pace, and it would just
now we're either skinny or fat. Which one are we? Which failed fusion are we?
I'm not sure, man, but I know we got spiky hair. That much I know for sure.
Oh, that's for sure. Dash for the
throw.
Throw.
Fast RC cancel. I don't know what just happened there, but the backdash 5H was what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, has a setup to beat DP and counter with 5H. That's very nice for sure for Scissors. In the first match going down to a final round scenario. Kensei just pressuring away. Doesn't want to overextend. Oh, that's cheeky. Keep in mind, Fish can be counterplayed with a backdash or some type of interruption like a DP, but not in the startup.
When he said that, I'm thinking, it's cheeky. It's cheeky. Okay. Knockdown. Dash in. 5K avoided. Landing JS connects. RC for the extension, sending Anji to the corner. Not going to be close enough for that 2K extension. We're going to find that last hit, and Kensei will take game number 1.
Heading into game number 2, Kensei is up 1-0, looking pretty good in general, but don't count out Scissors. They did have some immaculate plays, for example, that 5H counter at punish for the perfect. So I can see this going down at game 5, but in terms of turn taking, it's going to be so back and forth. There's not going to be a 100% dominant player in these matches, I believe. Oh god. Ugh, right in the lightning, beautiful. Dealt so much damage, tying it up. But in terms of resources, you don't want to mess with Scissors. They have a massive lead in terms of burst, meter.
Don't run with them either.
Yeah, don't... What?
You don't run with Scissors.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh. Lands the JS, knocked down from the 2K2D, dash with a close slash 2S 5H under the projectile avoided. Scissors on their last limb for the round. They got to play perfectly. Up back, tried to avoid the DP. Going to set up! RC forward, avoided, force touch, perfectly spaced, and Scissors will take the round.
Yo, the Heron goes crazy though.
It's unbelievable.
Nice, 5P. No DP for you. Back close slash anti-air punish. Gonna be able to get a ton of damage. Letting the fans rip. Gonna be spinning them and dealing a ton of damage, of course. Hard knockdown. Everything's all adding up. It's all coming up Scissors. Ooh!
Butterfly, bird. All that matters really is that it's plus frame. Tries to go for the PRC for the frame trap, but messed up the timing there. Finds the counter. He couldn't recover in time to bait the burst, and so instead, we're going to have Kensei find it in the air and go into the
Dragon Install. Beautiful. I thought Rain the Lightning was coming out, and then I just see him grab his face. I'm like, oh! And that is 2 bars you have to go up against. You may be Dragon Install, but he's from fans. Nice. No RC. Didn't want to overextend. Air projectile. Top 5 DRC. Do we bait the burst? No, we don't. That bar is still in play there. Gonna let it and let the fans to the rest of the talent. Beautiful finish there for the kill. And Scissors gonna tie us here 1-1.
On to game number 3, rounds are going to be the 2P into the 6H, walks back, outspaces that far slash, and ultimately takes up a ton of space. And that is a risk of Kensei's really slow, kind of a passive neutral. Often they are putting themselves in the corner, but as long as they're able to fight their way out eventually through proper defense and good buttons, which Ky certainly has, it doesn't matter too much, but you can often put yourself in a pretty bad situation if you do fumble in the corner.
Yeah, especially against any of these characters, to be fair. Yeah. Like, you fumble against Ky, counter hit at 60%, doesn't even need the bar. And it's the same with Anji, right? Those cold loops are deadly, 5H counter hit's deadly. It's just dire in general, but that's a very good throw punish, keeping the pressure going. Bit of a weird scenario. Rushes in with the Scum Dipper RC, went for the JH. Oh, 6P's you out this guy. Beautiful play And now we're going for back-and-back pokes. Beautiful. See, I thought you got that one. I thought you got that one.
I was reading the subscription in the chat. Thank you so much, Lantra, for gifting 217. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Oh, dude, that's Lantra. I thought that was like Eontra.
Well,
I thought that was an I.
It very well could be, but I took a gamble. A bit of a 50-50,
I took a gamble,
if you will. I see what you did there.
See what I did there. Oh, that's a good pickup off of the Jade 5D even. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh my god. And it's going to be a full confirm. Unfortunately, no bar for the hard knockdown, but on the positive, you got that bonus. Oh, nice. I was cheeky with the cross under 5P, 5P.
Oh,
YRC.
Through the YRC. Nasty.
I believe you could have backdashed that fish, by the way, after that YRC. You were not in a bad scenario.
Well, they can hold the spin, no? Is it not like...
No, when fish comes out, like when they spin something, when something's spun, they can't hold it anymore, right?
Oh,
so fish is going to come out at one timing and one timing only.
Okay.
Oh, 2K2D.
Excellent. Catch the backdash. Sends it out again. And because you need that last hit, we're going to see Kensei go for more of a low commitment game plan, such as throwing out the fireballs. But all of a sudden, you're in a pretty tough situation.
Hey. Kensei. Gonna be heading up 2-1 off of a nice area GS. Heading into the next match here, keep in mind Kensei is looking pretty good right now. Or are they? Wait. Yeah, no. They're up 2-1. They're looking pretty good. This could be their next Kensei.
That's what I thought.
So, wait, what? Why are you making it as if it's a problem? You try to start something?
No, I'm not trying to start something.
All right,
I was confirming for the scoreboard.
Alright, cool.
You're scaring me. Oh, wait, this is a rough day.
You're threatening me? Anyway, nice, gets a far slash.
Far slash for the counter, confirm, end of the super, and that is absolutely enough.
Oh, with that wall break and so much damage. I can see a game 5 happening, but there's just something about Kensei, man. He can go on demon time randomly, and it's like, oh, damn, I need to lock in. Well, this is actually pretty good. Able to get the wall break. No super, of course, but you still got a really good scenario with that positive bonus. Gets a low pickup with the Nagi but burst represented on the perfect timing.
Yeah, you have to down back. Still trapped in the corner. Far slash, flip in, rising, JS. Started the turn again, but obviously not going to be much mix. Kai's not really a mix-up character, but they can just threaten some nice buttons. And if they catch you mashing, that's when it really hurts.
Oh, he is very good at staggering for sure. Nice, that's a beautiful JS pickup. Sends out the H projectile, keeping it locked in. Wants to back up, play it safe, and look for the opportunities to approach. Looking out for that parry super, as always, you should. Scissors is sitting on 2 bars, can be represented anytime, could lead to your death. Oh, wait, approaches.
This might be the beginning of the...
Oh!
They just tried to deflect and got a reverse wild assault at the most unexpected time. 6P, avoided with the back piercing, teleported the DP, and this is Scissors round!
Oh my god, Scissors, you're immaculate as you take the game, tying us 2-2. Heading into the final match between these two tyrants in loser semi-finals. These are looking like the 2 to beat, and they're sitting in loser side backpack. My god, I feel sorry for Joe Brownie. These two are building up momentum, they're building up their power, and I'm excited to see how they'll play into the rest of the bracket. But right now, Scissors is looking like the dominant force as they have the corner locked, but burst off the table, spins right through, hold the fish, and the corner is locked in. Oh.
Ky 6, or not Ky 6P, Anji 6P. I'm used to complaining about Ky 6P. No, but Anji 6P not looking bad there, dude. The angle's like hitting just right there. And we are going to see a super here, and the PRC forward for the extra damage.
They didn't hit
enough here.
They didn't hit. None of those hits hit because then they found with head stop. Ky was too high up, so the close slash and 5H actually whiffed. So they missed out on damage that would have killed Kensei there.
Well, as long as they win the round, it won't matter, but it's going to be a little tough. We're seeing, they're trying to go for the YRC. The BRC was just absolutely baited. And it does end up mattering. Kensei is now on set point.
Oh, no, not like this, Scissors. Not like this, to be fair.
Final destination moment, though, because once you escape death, death comes after you.
Oh, too true. Nice,
Stream
good
sponsored
spin.
by Final Destination, coming to a theater near you in
It's not.
April.
It's not.
No,
It's not
I think
sponsored
there
by
actually
them.
is a new Final Destination movie coming out this year.
I believe so, but we're not sponsored by them.
Well, we could.
However,
Final Destination, reach out.
However, this is a set that will definitely put. It feels like a thriller, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It feels like a thriller. This is scary, man. This is scary. But Scissors, when they were in a dominant tight, now it looks not so good. They do have the wall though. Goes for the throw. Well, Tech Scissors does have 2 bars. Goes for the overhead fake. That gets the low pickup, but no confirm. Oh no. Oh no. Scissors could have had another win with that bar meter.
Wasn't ready. Finds the hit. That should be death. And Panda, you know what this is?
What is it, backpack?
Final game! Final round! The double Luigi!
Double Luigi!
Either way.
Oh my god, that's a good way to start for sure. Gets the far slash, able to confirm catching the backdash, and just like that, the wall break gonna get caught by the projectile super. And now this is looking dominant for Kensei. 1 more interaction is all that's really needed. But Scissors not making it easy. Able to escape the corner, but has to hold the pressure afterwards. It's at 5 DRC. Doesn't have another bar confirmed, but doesn't even need it. And Kensei, taking it with a perfect, will be facing Joe Brownie in Losers Finals. Heading into Losers Finals, we've got a killer set ahead of us, and it'll be between Kensei and Joe Brownie. These two will be battling to face SauceQue, had to think there for a moment, in Grand Finals. The sin to beat. That's going to be an interesting one for sure, and I believe... Oh no, this is not a run back. This is their first time playing in this bracket at least. It's going to be an exciting one. Battle of the Ky, battle of the Jacko, and so far it's looking Joe Brownie favored. Ooh, unless you're Ky.
Right now, Ky's keeping the offense honest. They do not want to give Jacko an opportunity to mash out. Bro, don't act like Ky doesn't have some honest offense. Dude.
Don't you start, bro. Don't you start.
You're messing with me.
Well, I've been for this. I don't think the game's on
far
this.
slash, dude. Like, he's got to open you up with a
mashing
mid.
far slash more like. Oh
Reverse 6,
my
but he
god.
somehow connects, flips back in. Plus frames, 2S. Plus frames once again. Just going to back off. And now you got to respect the claps. And Jacko going to take the round.
Yeah, pretty good run for Joe Brownie in general. Able to play for their spacing and confirm with the claps. But in terms of this round, it's a bit dire. Big bar slash confirmed from Kensei. Should be able to put you through the wall. Go for the dire clap for the wall break to keep that electric state. But they need to get in and run offense to capitalize. And it's gone just like Joe Brownie. Able to turn the tides. Great DP represented back from Kensei. Look at that mirror advantage backpack.
The question is, what are you going to do with that meteor when you are literally getting sent through the wall?
Nothing.
Nothing. You're going to hold
It's
that.
gone.
Unless we see a YRC. No, we're actually going to see some very intentful YRC baits there. Big staggers there from Kensei. BRC forward, BRC back. Are you going to be worried about the minion? No. Good patience.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta have that patience at times, man. Oh! And then sometimes you just need to know when to let it rip. ScumDipper going and confirming that kill. And the interesting thing to note is that Kensei did not have a bar. Also swap the names on the bracket there. Oh, nice. Big JS. Big confirm. Gotta look out for burst though. There it is represented. And just like that, Joe Brownie is able to clap away, keeping the minions in so they can do whatever they want on offense. Beautiful 2D with the RC. Should be able to confirm to the wall. Get a ton of damage, but no, opting for Oki and presence. I like that.
Oh my god, the DP almost reached. It was so far away. No punish from either player there. Very funny. Clap has the anti-air. Sets of the minion. You gotta hold it. Yeah, you gotta respect it there. And Kensei right now, well, does manage to find a way out for only a small amount of damage.
Oh, nice. Good pickup. Keeping the projectile pressure going. Keep in mind that bar can be represented from Kensei with a ScumDipper, but good check with the minion. Not allowing it. One. Kensei still capitalizing, still keeping that corner situation in general until the minion is dropped on his head. Gonna be able to get the kill. Joe Brownie up 1-0 in this set.
On to game number 2, Joe Brownie coming off a big W, but Kensei not gonna make it easy. And right now, Kensei has Jacko trapped in the corner. And this is pretty new for Kensei, because Kensei usually is that passive player that gets put in the corner early, but they did recognize some passive play from Joe Brownie. So, took advantage of it, and now once again, Jacko in the corner, but does get aggressive, challenges up with the 2K2D. I've been in the sky, sets up the minions, close slash, 2H, Tries to get greedy and throw another one, but Stun Dipper at the perfect time by Ky. I don't even know Jacko got hit that round. I don't even know how Jacko died.
Honest mid. See what I did there? See what I did there? You don't even believe it.
I don't.
Nice, keeping the projectile going. Beautiful 5H whiff punish. Unfortunately, doesn't lead to much at that distance. Full screen Scum Dipper though with the RC, able to confirm. Should be able to break the wall, but it's not going to be for a killing scenario. However, 50-50 could be the thing that gives Kensei this match, and it is looking kind of good. They just got to get by that minion. Nice. Oh, you got by the minion, but you didn't get by Jacko.
Yeah, I really love the 2K there. The placement, the spacing was just perfect. Really low commit option, and really had a decent amount of reward attached to it. We're back to mid-screen. Huge arc block in the sky, and that is going to be a dead Jacko as Kensei ties it up 1-1.
Done.
On to game number 3, round start 5H, and the walkback going to lead that to being misspaced, and so immediately Joe Brownie had to give up that burst. 2H
decides. Aye. Beautiful. Approaches with the Fujiark. That's a nice hit. Able to confirm pressure with the RC, but not able to actually capitalize on anything. Joe Brownie blocks out, but he needs to escape the corner, otherwise you get caught by a nasty area by Kensei.
There's no escape.
Never is. Never is against this Kensei fella. They're really good at playing a wall game plan, which is like, I'm the wall and you're not getting by me. Once I've walled you to the corner. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sitting on the corner. No, but like they start being all like, I'm the wall and you're not getting by me, right? I'm playing poke-based neutral, I'm gonna play area, you're not getting by the offense I can set up. But once Joe Brownie does, it's almost like a complete flip, right? It's almost like Kensei has a difficult time escaping himself. So once they play to that wall advantage, they gotta keep it locked in, and they're really good at doing that. But in a few instances, this is what will happen. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Full confirm. Wall pickup. Oh, unfortunate, not able to get the wall. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate.
But still in a pretty good spot. Oh, well, now not so much. We got 3 minions out here. Gonna have to keep respecting them. Do they eat a DP hit for you if they're close by?
I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Not 100% sure. I believe they can, though. Aye. Keeping the pressure going. Goes for the JH. What a beautiful delay. The lazy man shimmy prevailing yet again as Kensei goes up 2-1.
On to game number 4, round start Farslash finds a counter hit there, and immediately Joe Brownie gives up that burst. And we're seeing both players gambling around start. And often this is just leading to Joe Brownie losing the normal to normal battle and then giving it burst immediately. Right now, neither player is going to have burst. And they're both fishing with normals and just kind of mashing buttons. And all of a sudden, Jacko trapped in the corner.
Hey, good clap, able to send them to the sky. Try jump in, 2K2D, RC for the confirm. Fortunately not able to do much. Beautiful 6B knocking out the sky, just like Kensei has the corner, but unfortunately couldn't get... Dude, Joe Brownie is just running for the hills and getting the hell away from Kensei, and it's just working so damn well.
Just needs that last hit, and the 2K will connect, and that was enough. Joe Brownie needs one more round to tie it up.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I think they're going to get it too. Kensei's getting a little lost here, a little restless as they continue to try to interact. And Lord knows you shouldn't try to interact in this game.
Many men.
Many men.
Wish death upon me. Oh, nice. Goes for a 5K. No. This is set point. Set point
here for Kensei. 5H avoided. Throws out the minions. There goes the shield as well. Jumps over. JD avoided. 6B. Anti ready for the side swap combo. Not going to be close enough for the pickup. It resets once again. And you got to respect these plus frames. Dash cancels off. Not going to be there. Back throw. And now it's your time. How would you open up an opponent here as Ky Kiske?
Stagger and lazy man shimmies
over and over again. I'm dash.
I think doing dash up Fujiark would be a pretty good one. You know, you beat throw. You know, that's the mentality. But Joe Brownie denying this. I don't think this kills. This is really scaled. Yeah, called it. Very proud of myself. Genius. That's all that matters. Yep. Oh, minion represented. Kensei can still win this round if they can capitalize off of one more get-in, but it doesn't appear like Joe Brownie is allowing any of these hits to connect. Good for GR. 5k gets the hit of the Dire Clip. That's Dire! That's Dire! You're dead!
No, yeah.
Kensei will be heading to grand finals as baccpack is left speechless with the amount of damage this character does off of a clean hit Dire clap.
Grand finals. Kensei. SauceQue. It was meant to be because it rhymes. SauceQue looking to go for a two-peat here, win 2 back-to-back baccpaBrawls, which has not been done in a very long time, and Kensei is here to stop it. Who do you have?
Yeah, what have I got?
Who do you have? Who is the advantage in this set?
Oh, right. I feel like Kensei could do really well in this set. I'm a believer in him, but he has to lock in. I can see him winning the first set, but on the reset, I can see SauceQue taking it. By the way, swap the names and put an NH next to SauceQue, and you're good to go. You're good to go. But Kensei, proving my point, already off to an amazing start, taking that first round, and also looking pretty good in general. This is looking like their game in terms of neutral.
Just don't post memes there.
No, I'll post memes there. I'm gonna go to general right now.
Every time I make that joke, Panda goes to general and posts a meme, dude. Classic, man. 2K, 6P, and that's the round. SauceQue looking strong. Final round here for this game number 1. / 5H IBFD away, and that was actually an IBFD into the perfect option, which was the elk hunt.
Oh, I like how you spaced it.
I had to.
Nice.
I had to. I don't trust myself.
But you got away with it. I'm just a funny Scotsman. Nice, good pickup. And that is a ton of damage. Able to rush in, went for the 6k. Full pickup here. But SauceQue not able to get the kill, but maybe with this overhead, certainly going to be able to do it. Never mind maybes. No Fs, no buts, no coconuts. SauceQue going to go up 1-0 in the set. Heading into the second match there. Damn, he really left me on red black. That's crazy. Heading into the second match here, Kensei, although I was betting him for the person to win the first set, isn't a bit of a dire start, but who knows, you know, it may turn around for him. It may do.
Really, it could go either way. I mean, when you have players of this caliber, I mean, it's just about who makes the right decisions in the moment, who can carry momentum better, and who doesn't let the opponent's momentum get to them first. Because as soon as you have the I'm losing attitude, you know, that will stack up.
Oh my god. Nice. Playing a bit. Oh my god, the hoof stomp over the 2S. Very well placed. 11 for them approach, but we are still back in neutral. Going for the dire clat. Poking away. That 2S is deadly. That bar slash is on point. And this is pretty good here as we're able to confirm into the Tyrant Rave, get the wall break, positive bonus. The world is your oyster if you keep up this offense.
Dash in, absolutely baited on the super. You got to give up both bars. 2P caught by the 6P frame trap.
Very good round, man. It does appear that SauceQue is just really good at like just getting that lead or turning it back off of these striking farms, man. This is definitely like the scarier thing about Sin. It feels like if Ky was on steroids. Like the spare hits he gets and what he does with them is ridiculous at times.
Wow, that was a really bold challenge there by Kensei, and it does in fact pay off. It's not often you're gonna have a Sin just end their turn after a close slash.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This close
very
slash,
risky for sure. Oh,
they were going for a Twitter clip, and I don't blame them, but it's not gonna work out for you here. Kensei has the punish.
And we're just trading positive bonuses. Went for the throw, just a clever play, representing the mental stack, as I say. I love it. I love it. It's good. Something to note as well. What do you think that Twitter clip was? Do you think that was a cross-up, fake cross-up? Like, what was going on there?
I think it was supposed to be a fake cross-up.
Ooh, okay, okay. I want to see that again. If you can, SauceQue, hear the words of the commentators.
Yeah, just do it again.
Do it again.
Just
do it again.
I know it lost you the round, but I mean, do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Can you give me a do it, please?
Do it. Oh, right. Do it.
Do it, SauceQue. Get the W.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, that was good. Plus frames. Staggered. in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Catch the backdash there. And that is dead. SauceQue is on tournament point.
Heading into the next match here. Here we go, man. This could be it. SauceQue could close out right here, right now. Clean 3-0. But I'm still betting on Kensei. I'm still betting on him to take that first set. He's looking good. He's understood the game to a pretty good point. It's just that these straight confirms are going to SauceQue's side a lot of the time. So I feel like if that momentum...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go for it.
No, it's cool. It's cool. No, I'm done.
No, I'm done.
But I don't want to be done. Wait, what? I've confused myself. Anyway, goes for a 2K, keeping the pressure going. Decides to play that spacing game, but 1// is better. But that 2 is certainly well represented. I really like that from Kensei as they fully capitalize on it.
Dash in, overhead, not ready for it. Pick up to the corner, and this Ky Kiske character just has the confirms, huh?
Ooh, yeah. That's the scary thing about
it. It is meter reliant, though, right? Like you don't.
Oh yeah, it's either stamina reliant or like tension reliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that is worst case scenario here for Kensei. Go for the panic burst, and all of a sudden, it is tournament point here for SauceQue. They just need one more round, one of these next 2, and they are in fact the baccpaBrawl champion. I love that alliteration.
I love alliteration. Nice, 2S, 5H, decides to back up, goes for a 2K, representing the pokes, goes in for the Fuji arc. That's a big // but burst off the table, smartly represented. Remember, burst before the wall, not after the wall. It doesn't work out for you. / 5H, backs up on the IBFD, great counter at 2S, allowing for the pickup Kensei, full bumble to the wall, but unfortunately, dude, these drops are working against him so hard.
Oh my god! We're both just waiting for this ground ball to end, and then it ends in a trade. Backs off, 2K, 2D. Oh my god, and the cross up, messed that up there. And it connects, just throwing to the 2K, but none of them land meaty. Overhead, not ready for it. Cancel with the RC, it's not gonna kill here, but we are gonna get some damage. Doesn't go for the wall break, wants to close out the tournament right here, right now. Finds the counter hit. Cancel, and that is it! SauceQue is your back-to-back baccpaBrawl 140 champion, making it happen twice with the Sin.